Marshall. I am here, 92 Springs at the Barr Trail. You're going to hike up to Pikes Peak, and I've been looking forward to it for a while, so let's do this. That right there is the view already. I've already gained some elevation. Yeah, so cool. Well, hoping to get up high enough to catch the sunrise. Let's see how that looks. I'll check back in. All right, I'm about a mile in. Had to stop, take a look at this sunset. But yeah, I'm moving along. There's the moon. Yeah, it's pretty challenging. Of course, coming from Indiana and the hills that we have, yeah, it's can't compare it. But still a good time. But yeah, I'm not hiking like I usually do. I'm hiking at the parks, the state parks in Indiana. I tend to go kind of quick most of the time because I just want to be able to hit all the trails and see how many miles I can get in. Kind of a challenge to myself. But this one here, I'm taking my time a little bit. Combination of the incline, elevation. The lungs aren't quite used to it yet. So, still, I'm having a good time and I'm plugging along. Talk to you soon. Alright, almost 3 miles in. I've always seen this part on different videos I've watched. That was pretty cool. So now I get to experience walk through it. Yeah, some of these inclines are no joke. I've had to take multiple breaks, get the heart rate down, and retie my shoes. So keep pushing on and try to catch my breath. Alright, well, this has been a nice section. It's kind of flat and just a little rolly, but for the most part it's a nice section just to be able to catch my breath a little bit. I know I've said before it's definitely tough, but I just keep pushing on, and next goal is to make it to Barr Camp, which it's about 1.5 miles to go. Didn't have any expectations on how long it's going to take me, but I've almost been averaging half-hour miles. Of course, like I said, there's been multiple breaks through there. Catch my breath and get my heart rate down. What's over here? Alright, it's getting steep. I'm going to shut this off. I'll check back later. Alright, getting close to Barr Camp. I would have started filming earlier, but there's some pretty good steep sections. My voice is all messed up now. But still plugging away. So I'm going to take the breaks because of the heart rate, but it's cool. There's a ton of quartz. Big massive chunks. 6 miles. Yeah, the cool thing about Barr Camp, you can actually reserve space to camp. Whew. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. All right. Pretty cool little space. All right, I'm gonna go in, see what's going on. Well, unfortunately, I was not as prepared as I was hoping I would be. And about 1.5 miles outside of the Barr camp, I hit a wall. And I just couldn't go any further. It's kind of a bummer, but I didn't want to push myself and then possibly do long-term damage, whatever it might be. Just couldn't get my heart rate down. And I said, I know I said it earlier, but it's a tough trail, but good time and very pretty. I would recommend it. Just be a little more prepared for it. So rocky spot right there. But yeah, no denying that it's very pretty out here. I was kind of curious what the conditions were going to be out here, because yesterday I saw from my hotel room, I saw a storm blow in, and my hotel, it is facing the mountain, so that's a pretty cool view. And watching the storm come in, and then I checked in to my hotel, and when I got to my room and I looked out the window, I couldn't see the peak anymore because it was under the cloud. And it was like that for probably an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, I don't know. And when it cleared out, they got a pretty decent snowstorm up there, and I think it's, for the most part, it's all melted now, but I was curious how much snow I was going to have to walk through. But my unfortunate I'm sorry. Yeah, the unfortunate thing that this is, I was not able to do it. But either way, started this morning after I paid for my parking. Basically started at around 20 after 5, and it is now basically 10:30-ish. I think I was, well, I know I saw in the video earlier, it was a half-hour mile. And I wasn't too upset. I didn't want to go too fast. So, oh well. I'd say better luck next time, but I don't know if I'll be lucky enough to come out here next time. I don't know. That's life for you. You just never know, and you think that you never be able to do something like this again, and then next thing you know, a year later or 2 years later, you're back at it. Alright. Alright, so probably maybe 3 miles from the trailhead. I just wanted to get some film a little bit while I'm making my descent. Started getting cloudy and everything. I saw that over Colorado Springs it was kind of raining a little bit, but nothing here. How's it going? I was talking to the caretaker up at Barr Camp, and I guess he was saying that there's later this afternoon forecast for snow, just like yesterday. So that would be cool to be part of, or to be in the snow, but at the same time I just wouldn't have to deal with a possible slick conditions. Absolutely beautiful. And that leads up to the top of the incline. incline. Yeah, thought that was kind of crazy. The lower part of the trail is pretty straightforward, but once you get up probably 4 or 5 miles, it starts getting more technical, and then once you get further past Barr Camp, it gets real technical. So if you plan on coming out here, be ready for that.